The title is on the line. Age and experience against youth and exuberance.
Well, I noticed a difference right away in Carlos Newton's stance. He's got a much more powerful stance there for punching and kicking.
Now, Miletich can throw them, despite the fact he is often won by submission and he's a very cerebral fighter. He can throw some heavy hands. Just ask his training partner, Matt Hughes, who said, I hate sparring with him because he toys with me all the time. Can he toy, though, with the talents of Carlos Newton on the feet?
Well, Carlos asked me something really interesting before the fight. He said, how do I beat Pat Miletich? I said, well, one, I don't know, and two, move your head out of the way because he's got great straight punches.
Let's go.
Seemed to rush him, look for a quick double leg there. Miletich waiting for it. Ooh, inside trip attempt there by Newton.
Well, he did a knee and then an inside trip. It's really tricky.
Newton is an approach to the sport is not all that different than Shoney Carter.
Oh, right hand.
Took one there.
A thinking man's fighter for a young man. Working on Miletich, who may be the best tactician or one of them that we have ever seen inside the octagon. They're sizing each other up here. Early part of the first of 5 scheduled 5-minute rounds.
Does he drop his hands as he backs out?
He does. And, you know, Miletich as well, he's got a bad habit of backing up straight backwards. He doesn't circle out. He's got a bad habit of backing up with his hands down. And it hasn't hurt him yet, but it could be something in this fight.
Pat says for the first time in years.
Oh, nice left hook.
He comes in 100% healthy, and he looks good right now.
He looks really good. Oh, another counter left hook.
And he's got that look on his face, too, like he knows he's got a pattern here that he likes.
Now, he's sensitive to the criticism, is our champion Pat Miletich, that, you know, the joke around town many times has been the Croatian sedation. And he is sensitive to that and has tried to take it to his opponents in previous fights. But the sensation does exactly what any fighter should do, and that is finds a way to win whatever it is.
A win is a win is a win. No matter how you get it, you put that in your belt, you go home. Pat Miletich has been, you know, a master of getting that win.
If you could put your opponent to sleep, that would be a submission, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. You lull him into a pattern.
Neither showing any hesitation to try to throw some leather here. Good kick by Miletich, and that connected.
I think Miletich, in my opinion here, seems to be wanting to stay standing.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to go down.
He definitely wants this fight standing up.
Visited on numerous occasions with Pat. One of the gentlemen.
Guys, come on, keep it going.
Very, very big proponent of this sport, getting the notoriety that it deserves.
Well, Newton's got great head movement here, but you see after he punches, he doesn't get out of the way. He's getting all them counter shots, especially that left hook by Miletich. He just caught one right there.
It seems Newton does have more raw speed, but
Good job, work.
not experience.
Now, he's got more speed and probably more power, but he doesn't have the experience to cover up, move out of the way, and get out of the position. Miletich definitely does.
Miletich is strong. You know, obviously the difference between power and strength is power is while in motion. Ability to use full body. How quickly you can move the object. But Miletich is strong. I've gone with Miletich too, and he is strong. They're able to sprawl nicely. Hard throw.
Good job, let's go.
Beautiful array of techniques, though.
That was a pure Greco-Roman standing arm throw. Classic step, back step.
Nice right hand there.
Miletich, don't forget, has a good foundation of ground skills.
Another right hand.
So if Newton takes him to the ground, if he can take him to the ground, Miletich will not be in a totally unfamiliar area. But so far, Newton has not been able to close the gap and avoid the rights and lefts of Pat Miletich.
Good work, both doing good, come on.
Interesting the way Newton keeps switching his stance. Almost like he's uncomfortable in one, so he switches to the other, orthodox, unorthodox.
Do you think it makes Pat think and change the way he was patterning his attack?
It does.
Yeah.
And he's changed it already because the target has changed directions.
Maybe it opens up a kick, too.
There's a kick, and there's the shoot. That is what Newton wanted. But it took him almost the entire elapsed time of the first round to be able to take this down to his work.
It is, and with 20 seconds left, how much work can he do?
Absolutely.
On the bottom.
Well, Pat knows that. He can just hang on here and not try to do too much. Be interesting to see if Newton tries to steal the round here. It's not going to happen, not now. He'd have to hit a huge blow in. And it's not going to happen.
So the majority of round number 1 of this fight takes place with both fighters on their feet.
Let's go over and listen into Miletich's corner.
Left hook is what's going to do it for you. Left leg, left hand. He's leaving himself open that left hook. Every time you break a clinch, you throw the left hook. It's going to be there. His hands are way down. You were this close last time. You keep throwing that left hook every time you break the clinch. Every time you break water on my head. Get some water on his head. Dump some water. Towel right behind you. Take that. Make sure you wipe it up, Jay. Towel right there. Yeah. Take a drink.
And Miletich very comfortable with where this fight was taking place in round number 1. But as we broke down this fight, Frank and Jeff, we thought that this would be the toughest test that Miletich has had since winning the title when he fought Mikey Burnett in Ultimate Brazil and won a split decision. We're underway here in round number 2. If it goes the distance, it will go 5 5-minute rounds.
Newton has fought some quality people, and that is why his stock is so high. Miletich, nice attention.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful leg trip. And the follow-up. Uh-oh.
Gave him the chance to come up, and he took full advantage of it, looking for a guillotine now. Nice sequence. Nice sequence. Miletich now trying to position himself here in the side mount. You could see Newton keeping his left arm in the way of a knee coming into his ribs. Fending off, very comfortable.
It took Carlos Newton 4.5 minutes in round 1 to get this fight down to the mat. Took him only about 30 seconds or so here in round number 2. But what can he do from here is now the question. There's a shot that connected from Miletich. And they're back to their
nice
feet.
knee. That one landed.
A knee from Newton. And now Newton with a combination. And he's got the mojo.
Whoa. Miletich still firing away. Precision punches. They just missed. But they're combinations.
Good shot back on the forearm.
Misses on the first, maybe the second, connects on the third. But Newton now picking it up.
Newton's so athletic. Miletich so confident in the center of the ring. Ooh.
That'll slow Newton down a little bit.
And I think that's the one thing that Newton is missing is the kicks. He always got his punches, but he's not taking away the movement and agility of Pat Miletich.
Pat seems to be the stalker, the one who's more naturally moving forward.
There's that switch of stance again.
High.
And again, the same thing. He goes to the kick with the left leg.
No, the kick is no longer not in the arsenal
Oh, he got paid
of
back.
either fighter. Little payback there from Pat Miletich. And another one that catches that leg
That one
square.
hurt.
That one hurt.
That one hurt.
Stumble.
That was a good one. That was solid.
Miletich tries to get the left, and he's thrown down to the mat.
More time now. A lot more time for Newton to operate.
2 minutes, 20 seconds remains in round number 2. Although he is 33 years old, the conditioning of Pat Miletich has never been a problem. Newton just 24 years old. He says, I wake up, I eat, I train, I eat, I train, I eat, I train, and then I sleep.
And then I sleep.
And sleeps very well, I'm sure. This round's close so far, isn't it, Jeff? Very close round thus far.
Yes, it is.
Newton staying nice and busy there in that guard position, going body, head with the punches. It's nice work.
Working, come on.
There he is again. Hook that right hand right in the chin.
Just under 90 seconds now remains in the round. 1-1 the record of Carlos Newton, defeating Bob Gilstrap, losing to Dan Henderson at UFC 17. Last time we saw Pat Miletich defend his title was against Yamamoto back in Japan in December of 2000.
Miletich looks very, very comfortable here. He doesn't seem to be at all frustrated. He seems to know where he is. He seems to be stifling any kind of real offense from Newton at this point.
Well, this goes back to his background in jiu-jitsu, and that is what we saw early from Pat Miletich, was that cerebral approach and that great display of patience when his opponent was working on top of him.
Yeah, cool, calm, and patient. That's exactly what Pat Miletich is. Interesting, I saw Newton didn't utilize the fence until his corner told him about 6, 7, 8 times to get him over there. I wonder if his inexperience at using the fence will plague him in this fight.
And now he's only got about 30 seconds, now 20 seconds to try to take advantage of the fact that he got Miletich to the fence.
Miletich trying a leg choke there.
They let his legs come up pretty high.
10 seconds remains in the second round.
Great at defense, deflecting all those punches, nothing really hitting clean.
Newton trying to stay busy enough here to perhaps gain victory in round number 2.
And that was a tough one to score. And Newton got the takedown, so it's going to be a close. I think the first round did go to Pat. So we might be tied. Pat may have a slight edge, but it's a good fight. 3 rounds left.
It's your third round coming up. Third round coming up.
And we're looking at a sequence here. Miletich got kicked in the head by Newton. And talk about turnabout fair play. You'll see them start to engage one another until they start to close the gap. And then right here, you'll see the hand is down. You see Newton's hand is down. Once that arm comes down, look for Miletich's leg to start to come up for the kick. Let's see how it plays out. And right there.
Seconds out. Get it out. Seconds out. Get out. Let's go. Get it out.
Some more action in that round. Miletich now able to get a good takedown. Driving Miletich down to the ground. Newton with that double.
Going good.
And that was some of the only scoring other than some trading strikes in that round.
Well, we saw the one kick from Carlos Newton right after Frank said we hadn't seen a kick. So perhaps he was listening. Former middleweight champion to my right.
Might be that bionic hearing.
You got that right. Well, he is a samurai, that is for sure. And he takes a combination again.
And that's when he's leading, playing the right-handed game.
Nice kick.
That
Good.
one hurt.
Right, left combination, land the kick.
Now the inside of the leg. Oh, and if you start thinking about the leg, the hands become even more dangerous.
Yeah, Carlos is punching now, but when he comes back, he's really dropping his hands. Really dangerous right now.
Oh, nice knee
from Pat Miletich.
Caught him leaning over for it, too.
Timeout called by Big John McCarthy.
Newton's tired.
He's tired, but he lost the contact, I believe. McCarthy's looking at his eye.
Get something in his eye.
Got poked in the eye. He needs to get his eye rinsed.
Let's watch the knee. Miletich.
Look at the replay. You can see it.
He moves forward there. Right hand missed, and there's short right hand. Catch him with the end of the glove.
Maybe, or a finger or something. It's hard to tell.
Okay.
It's as they were separating.
We're gonna continue.
I'm sure it was purely accidental. They both seem to be okay about it.
Let's get it on. Come on.
Pat's really mixing things up here in this round with his strikes, isn't he?
He is. He's gone using kicks both outside and inside, following it up with 2 3-punch combinations. It's good stuff. Not singular punching, head hunting.
How does Newton counter? Oh, his big attack to Pat Miletich. Oh, Miletich again with the kick. And Newton brings him down.
Nice double. Head right in the center. That
And
works really well.
And he was able to hold it. You see Miletich got his hips set, but he kept the motion going, so he never got to apply sprawl. Drove him over backwards.
It's apparent at this point in this matchup that when Newton can bring Miletich down, he is only going to do so after receiving some type of punishment.
Yeah, he's taking damage getting him down. And Miletich knows it. And that's why he's just chilling and being patient, administering the points, taking the damage as he goes.
Longest fight we've seen in some time for Pat Miletich.
And I've been impressed with Miletich's guard. Newton, as of yet, has really had no offense mounted from within Miletich's guard. No submission attempts, no real ground and pound, no trying to pass the guard. I'm wondering.
He's been totally neutralized.
Right,
Miletich has been able to completely neutralize his offense. You see him cover up right there right away. He's a savvy guy.
His hands are always in the way. Those arms will never have a straight shot in. And his conditioning, there's no question that Miletich is in good shape. Cuts the body to the side, trying to create some space.
Trying to get his back. Trying to get Miletich in
He's got
trouble
the
here.
head.
Looking
He's
to
got the
lock
head
it in.
tight.
Looking
He's
to
got
lock
it tight.
it in. Looking to lock it in. There's the tip. It's over. Carlos Newton has choked out Pat Miletich. And we have a new world welterweight champion.